Rational numbers, 5-2. This is the second section of Chapter 5, Rational numbers. Please write this definition down. A rational number. It is any number that can be written as a fraction. Any number that can be written as a fraction. Any number. All right? Okay. A couple examples of rational numbers are 0.75. It's a decimal. And it can be written as 3/4. Everybody knows 75 cents is 3/4 of a dollar. So you can see how that decimal can be written as a fraction. Negative 0.3 repeating can be written as -1 or negative 1/3. 28, any whole number can be written as a fraction, 28/1. Or 1 1/4, any mixed number can be written as a fraction, 5/4. All right. Let's look at an example of writing a mixed number as a fraction. Just as a review, you all should definitely remember how to do this. You've been learning this since probably 4th grade. Here we have 5 2/3, and we're going to change that to a mixed an improper fraction. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus the numerator 2 is 17. So 5 2/3 as an improper fraction is 17/3. Let's try another one down below. 4 4/7. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 4 is 32/7. The denominator stays the same. So that's writing mixed numbers as a fraction, as an improper fraction. Writing whole numbers as fractions. -3 is the same as -3/1. 15 would be 15/1. You had -257. So you guys, that all should feel fairly easy and familiar to you. Let's go to the next page. Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be written as a fraction. Irrational numbers. Write that down, please. An example of an irrational number is pi. 3.141592654. It never repeats. It cannot be written as a fraction. So pi is one example of an irrational number. Another example is something like 4.23223. You'll notice there's a 2, then there are 2 2s, then there are 3 2s. That has a pattern to it, but it never repeats. So therefore, it also cannot be written as a fraction. That would be another example of a number that is an irrational number. The other thing we're going to cover is writing terminating decimals as fractions. So for example, 0.48 or 48/100 is a terminating decimal. You remember a terminating decimal is a decimal that ends. So to write a terminating decimal as a fraction, you simply say the decimal properly, 48/100. That tells you what your numerator and what your denominator is going to be. The 48 will be your numerator. The hundredths is your denominator, 48/100. And then, of course, you must simplify all fractions. So 48/100 simplifies to 12/25. Remember, to simplify a fraction, you're going to divide. So you can't divide both the numerator and denominator anymore. So 48 divided by 2 is 24. 100 divided by 2 is 50. We can divide by 2 again, divide by 2 again. We get 12/25. Right? Let's try another one. 6.375. 6 375 thousandths. Listen to what you're saying. 375 thousandths. So 375 is our numerator, and thousandths is our denominator, 375 thousandths. Again, you'll have to simplify this, and you take the 375 over 1,000, and you keep dividing it so you can't divide anymore. I'm going to divide by 25, because I think I can in my head, but if you can't, you can just start dividing by 5. So I'm going to divide by 25. Well, I know they're in 100, 4 25s, right? In 300, there are going to be 12 of them. And I have 3 more, and that's going to be 15, and divide, so 375 divided by 25 is 15. And 1,000 divided by 25, well, I know there are 4 of them in 100, so in 1,000 there will be 40. Okay, now 15 over 40, can that reduce further? Yes. They can both divide by 5. So that's 3 over 8. Notice I've done nothing with the 6. All I'm worried about is the decimal part. You want to do the same. Once you get your decimal changed to a fraction, then you reintroduce the whole number 6 and 3/8. So 6.375. Let's try a couple more. 0.55 or 55 for the numerator. 100. That's easy. However, simplifying is a little more complicated. Divide both of them by 5. 5 into 55 is 11. 5 into 100 is 20. 11/20. This simplified as a fraction is 11/20. 2.75. Don't worry about the 2. We'll catch up with him later. Let's just worry about the 0.75. That is a fraction like this. 75 over 100. That 2.75 simplifies to 2 and 3. Okay, these are 4 problems I would like you to do on your notes under examples. I want you to write each of them as an improper fraction or as a fraction. I'm just going to say as a fraction. Let's keep that simple. And it could be either improper or as a fraction, whichever one you think it needs to be, depending on the number. Good luck with that. We'll look at these problems. I want to see these done in your notes tomorrow. We'll be checking it as class starts to see if you've completed these 4 problems. Good luck.